Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. Today we're at Bonne Terre City Lake in Bonne Terre, Missouri. We're going to do some carp fishing, some catfishing, and maybe some crappie fishing. There's still a ton of algae out here in this lake, so I don't know if we're going to catch anything. I'm not even sure that there's crappie in here. The sign says there's crappie, but that doesn't mean there is. So hang out with us. I got one thumbs up already. I have nobody viewing, but that's okay. It's only the second live stream I've ever done. We got one on there now. Hello. I will tell you all that I got my eyes dilated this morning. That was not supposed to happen. So it's hard for me to see anything. The sun is like 10 times brighter than what it should be. So please just kind of bear with me. I don't even know if I can read chat. Polarized sunglasses, wonderful thing. They got readers in them. Let's see if it helps. You can get these at fishaholic.com. I really like them. It keeps me from having to do this, and everything's pink out here right now. Well, heck, that didn't help me none neither. Now everything's too dark. Oh, I can't win for losing. And my chat's not staying on my screen, so it makes it even harder. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys run the channel today because I can't see squat. But anyway, we've got two rods out. The one on the left has chicken, and I'm a big fan of just using chicken. But I thought I'd do something today. I've put a little bit of garlic on it. Just kind of let it sit for a little bit. And I've got corn on the right rod for some carp because I'm trying to catch carp for the tournament. I hope you all can see the rods. I can see the rods. So welcome in whoever's here. I really appreciate it. Please bear with me today. Wasn't supposed to get my eyes dilated, but it's my only day off for a week, and I'm like, I'm doing this one way or another. And I wish I could see the chat. I can see it to the left. I cannot read. Your chicken works great. I must have done something wrong there. Alright, it's up to you guys. Whoever's here, you're in charge. Do a good job, because I can't see nothing. So, this lake, been here for many, many years. It's stocked by the Missouri Department of Conservation, and the city takes good pride in this park that this lake's in. But with every other lake in our area, the algae and the moss is just terrible, even at this time of year. I don't know if it's because it doesn't have any rain or what the deal is, but I mean, you can still just see mounds of it, even though it's been cold. A lot of that stuff should have died off already. And I'd make somebody mod if I could, but I don't know how. I have to learn how to do that too. I know it can be done, I just don't know how. Research, I do lots of research. So anyway, while y'all are watching this video, which I appreciate, make sure you smash that like button and share it out. I'm gonna grab my ultralight rod. I've got a little trout magnet on it with a bobber. I'm just gonna throw it out there, see if we can't catch some bluegill. Hopefully, I want to catch crappie. But like I said, I really don't know if there's crappie in here. It's supposed to be. I've never caught one, but I haven't really tried too hard. This is definitely better to do at night. You might not be able to see the rod any better, but you can sure read the text. Just so you know, they say that you should fish with natural stuff in the lake. I really don't think there's no chickens in this lake, but I'm gonna fish with it. I know there's fish in this lake because there's water. Without water, you can't catch any fish. Oh, and by the way, I'm supposed to smile more. Hi, guys. I don't smile a whole lot. It's just not in me. But I try. I practice. You know, if you guys just kind of just hang out and just give me the watch time, I appreciate it because I really need it. I've only got like 600 hours of watch time, and before too long, I'm going to lose about 300 of that. So, and we just completed our first year from our first fishing video on YouTube, which is pretty cool because I didn't think I'd get that far. I wanted to. We've got almost 600 subscribers, 577 subscribers, which is awesome. And I appreciate you guys for watching and sharing and everything that you guys do. And I am probably on the shallow side of the lake. I know it's more shallow here. And if you go over that way, it's fairly shallow. Right over here is a dock, which is nice because the dock's probably out about 30 feet, maybe 40. But if you go to set the hook, all you do is hit the roof. So that doesn't do you any good at all. But it's nice if you just want to sit on the edge and catch bluegill. And I did find something out over the weekend when I was fishing down at Clearwater Lake that it is totally legal to chum for non-game fish. So if you're fishing for carp in Missouri, you can throw a whole stinking bag of corn out there if you want and you don't get in trouble. But you cannot chum for game fish. I had a conservationist that was, you know, he's a new kid on the block, and he ran me through everything. He seen me fishing out on the lake, and he's like, "Was that you fishing out or fishing on the river?" He's like, "Was that you out there on the boat fishing in the river?" I'm like, "Well, you seen me out there in my boat, and you seen me. I know you was watching through your binoculars, so you know that was me. Why are you asking me if it was me?" So they went through and checked my fishing license and stuff. I was bank fishing at this time. So he wanted to check my license. Then he wanted my driver's license, which I'm okay, you know, verify I am who I am. Then he wants to look in my duffel bag where I keep all my fishing stuff. I'm like, all right, go ahead. Then did you keep any fish? How big were the fish? What were you fishing for? I got that whole spiel. Then he wants to go up to my boat and check my live well, which I get it because you want to make sure you don't have any undersized fish or what have you. Then he wants to look at my dry storage. And I'm like, I get you're trying to do your job, but this is just a little bit overkill. You sat there and watched me fish. You've seen me throw every fish back. Why go through all this stuff? I guess it's just to make a name, let somebody know he's there. I mean, he was a nice guy, don't get me wrong. I just think he went a little bit extreme with what he was doing. But I will say this, I don't think that he'll forget who I am. I think he'll remember next time. And I don't think I'll have to go through all that stuff. But I could be wrong. He may do it again. And I set my phone up so the speaker was on this side because the wind was blowing from that side. Now the wind seems to be blowing from this side where the speaker's at. So I hope it's not too windy. Hey, I'm glad we got three of us. I appreciate it. I wish I knew who all was here, but I appreciate you guys anyway. Once I figure out how to make the media, yeah, you know what I'm saying, guys. I'll be able to get that set up. I may have to do that on my PC. I don't know, but I've got to find a way. I'm thinking maybe about getting a tablet and seeing if I can't connect the tablet as well. So at least that way it's something bigger that I can put off to the side and be able to read the comments. Because it's just kind of like on the TV, it just kind of like pops up and goes away. So if I don't get to it, but maybe if I use StreamYard too, this is just the YouTube Live, and I don't have experience with either one. But if I don't try this stuff, I'm never gonna learn how to use it. So there's the thumbs up for that one, guys. I got my smile going on again. Can't see squat though. And then to steal a term from somebody else, there's always some dag blasted noise going on in my video. They're doing road work over here on the other side of the dam. So all I hear is beep, beep, beep. That'd be Catfish Dave. You gotta love Catfish Dave. I can kind of relate with him. He's got a personality like me. It's like flat forward and that's it. So he's funny. Yeah, I still can't read that. Sorry guys, Catfish Dave, that's right, I see that part. Well, I'll figure out, if y'all have any of these answers to the questions that I have, like how to make somebody a mediator or what's a better program to use, shoot me an email. My link's up in the description. You know, I'd appreciate it because, you know, I'm brand new to doing the live thing and I don't know much about it. All I know is it helps my views, it gets you guys more interactive with what I do, and it helps me grow as a YouTuber and trying to get you better content. Man, neither one of these rods got hit yet. And if they do and I don't see it, text me. Oh wait, you can't do that. I really wanted to use GoPro Live. I bought a subscription. Oh, I gotta tell you guys this. I bought a subscription for GoPro Live through the Quick app. Well, I couldn't get it to work. Well, for some reason it registered to my personal account and not my YouTube account. So I'm like, can you guys fix this? They're like, no. So I'm like, well, just cancel my account. Okay, that's fine. Then they're like, well, we'll get you a refund. Then I get an email saying, we're not going to give you a refund. I'm like, well, that's fine. Don't give me a refund. I don't really care. It was 20 bucks or something. So in order for me to use GoPro Live, I have to go pay 50 bucks. I might be able to get by with 25 because it's a different email address in order to use the GoPro Live. If y'all, yeah, I can't read nothing, guys. I'm sorry. My eyes are still dilated, dilated, and I just can't see. I'm trying. So I'm not going to go a really long time just because I can't see nothing. But I appreciate you. But feel free to send me an email. It's fishingfunagain@gmail.com. Heck, I might be sideways. First time I tried to do this, everything was this way and I was sideways. I still might be sideways. I changed it to horizontal in my settings, but that don't mean nothing. I'd say just call me, but I got to use my phone for my camera. As far as what kind of fish are in here, I've heard tell of a flathead being caught. I think there was a flathead. It was probably something somebody put in here. This is a conservation lake, so I know the conservation does stock it for like a kids tournament they have once or twice a year. So I know there's channel cat in here. There's bluegill. Supposed to be crappie. There's carp, but I think it's probably grass carp. I really don't think I'll catch one, but I can't try. I can't do it if I don't try. Besides for that, I don't think there's much else. You know, just a regular run-of-the-mill Missouri fish. We don't have yellow bass. I mean, I'm sure there's some bass. There's smallmouth, or not smallmouth, but largemouth, maybe spots. But I don't really know if there's anything else besides that. That ain't gonna do no good if my my jig was all tied up around my bobber. A little interesting thing that I was told about this lake, which I really probably believe it's true, that when they built this lake, it's actually fed by an underground mine, which this whole area is called the Lead Belt. It's from, man, up from DeSoto to Potosi, all the way down to Fredericktown. So it's a huge mine area. But supposedly the water from this lake comes up from the mines that are underneath the ground here, from where they used to get lead. So this is all contaminated area. But it's from many years ago, and a lot of it's been fixed, and new loads of dirt and things have been brought in, and it's been dug out. So that's supposedly how this lake is fed, is from the underwater springs from the mines. Bonne Terre is an interesting little town if you want to look it up. There's like a 1 billion gallon lake here that you can take tours, and scuba divers can go down there. They've shot several movies down there. So if you want to check it out, take a few minutes. If you're anything like me, I kind of get something, I'm like, hey, that sounds neat, then I'll go look at it. Then I'll look at it, then I'll research it. And I'm like, okay, well, that was cool, and that's it. I heard something about Jacques Cousteau had came and done a movie or some sort of documentary or something on the underground 1 billion gallon lake, which is probably underneath my feet right now, which is feeding this lake. I'm not going to fight with this either because I can't see it. So we're just going to sit here and chit chat. And call this video a learning experience. I definitely think StreamYard's probably going to be the way to go. I mean, everybody uses it for a reason. Ouch. Just stuck myself with the hook. Still got 3 people. That's good. So I'd ask y'all if there's anything you wanted to talk about, but I can't see it. So how you like the fishing so far? You ain't caught no fish. Ain't had no takedowns. I don't think. I didn't see it. I'm not sure he ain't doing nothing. So how long have we been going here? 15, 20 minutes? 30 minutes? Oh. I came over here earlier this year and shot a video. I was over on that side of the dock, which y'all can't see over there, but I was over there. We caught a bunch of channel cats. You know, they were no bigger than this, but that's stock size. I'm sure there's bigger ones in here. That's kind of what I was hoping to get into today. I mean, I can't see that everybody's caught all the big ones out of here. Our rod's moving, but I think it's the wind. We're going to call that the Stacy rod. You know, that wind just kind of bounces his rod all over the place. Bank Fishing Adventures. I'm sure y'all checked him out on YouTube once or twice. He is the man with the plan. Well, I don't know. Because the Rod's Fishing Adventures, he knows his stuff. I get the opportunity to go fish with Rod once in a while. Man, the guy, you know, I can talk crap all I want, but Rod is an awesome fisherman. He can catch crappie. We've catfished. And just as a person, Rod is the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. I mean, he'd do anything for you. He gave me, he's like, try to do this way, because he's a big jig fisherman. I'm a minnow fisherman. And I was going to bring minnows that were alive yesterday, but when I went to get them this morning, they were all dead. But he'll tell you, you know, he gave me pointers on how to jig fish, what kind of knot to use. You know, it's like use a loop knot. This is how you tied it. I mean, he went through all these things with me. And on our first trip to visit him in the spring of this year, I think it was in April, he had actually made us some hand-tied jigs, which I thought was cool. I still have them. I don't know that I'll ever use them, just because it was like something he gave me, and I'm like, this is cool. This man was nice enough to tie these up and give them to us. So I really appreciate that he did that. He may not ever hear it. He might not watch his video. But to me, it meant a lot. And I know it's just some little jigs, but I know he took the time to do it. And I really appreciate it. So we'll get this live stream stuff figured out, guys. Like I said, if you have any pointers, feel free to let me know, because I'm not going to be upset. Because if I don't learn how to do it and do it right, it's not going to do me or you any good. There goes one of them trucks. That thing ain't going to make no more noise. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a drink. It's just behind the thing. I've got my tackle box holding my tripod up, so if the wind comes by, my tripod don't fall over. And destroy my new camera and my phone. Rod still ain't moving. All right, guys. This is not a sales pitch, but a whole lot of people don't know that about 7 or 8 months ago, I decided it was time to start losing some weight. I started the diet. Then a couple weeks after I started it, I'm like, well, I'm just going to see what I weigh. I was at 317 pounds. So I went to the doctor, for my checkup. My doctor's like, your A1C is out of control. Your thyroids aren't working. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm like, well, that's good because I've already started a diet. So she's like, no more soda. No more Little Debbie snack cakes. No more desserts. She's like, you have to get rid of all this stuff that's in your life. So I, just like most people, say, yeah, whatever, okay. Then I thought about it. I'm like, all right, no soda. I've had one soda in the past several months. Like 6 or 7 months. So I started drinking this. It's pretty much like a flavored water, but it's fizzy. You get it from Walmart. It has 10 calories for this whole container. So I've cut all this stuff out of my diet. I started drinking stuff like this. I am down to 248 pounds as of this morning. So I've lost over 70 pounds in the past 7 months just by changing my diet and getting my thyroid under control. So that's a good thing. You guys can do it. If you're overweight or you got to get it under control. I'm 52. I don't really want to die in the next year or two. Get it under control if you can. The line's moving from the wind. It ain't no bite. I'm probably going to give it about another 15 minutes or so. I really wish I could interact with you guys a little better. I'm really sorry. This live stream would be a lot more fun if I could see what you guys are saying. Guess if I want to turn my camera the other way and change the settings, it'd probably display in the bottom. But if I do that, my clip's gonna fall off my tripod. Then I'm gonna have to fight with it for 30 minutes to try to get it fixed back to where it was. So once again, we got garlic flavored chicken on the left rod and corn on the right. I did throw some corn out to chum the area a little bit. Don't know that will do any good. In fact, I got some more and I gotta use it, so I'm gonna go ahead and chuck it out there anyway. Maybe a conservationist will come by and say, you can't do that. I'm like, oh yeah, I can. Let's look this up. Just for the reason I like to push the envelope a little bit. Because I read the regulation on it. And I just wanted to make sure I understood the regulation as the regulation read. That you can chum for non-game fish. Last I knew in Missouri, the carp was a non-game fish. Now, about catfish in Missouri are a game fish. So if I was trying to catch catfish, then I could be in trouble. I definitely don't want no ticket over the fish. do believe, I'm not sure about this, but I think in Missouri, I guess, let me start thinking. Some people actually go out and catch fish out of a lake and take them and put them in their aquarium. You know, they'll have this nice big aquarium set up for it. I don't think you can do that in Missouri. Um, Maybe if it's out of a private pond, you might be able to, but to come to a lake like this and transport them out, I don't think that's legal. I mean, it'd be really cool. You'd have to have a nice 200-gallon tank just to have room for a few fish, but that would be a neat tank to have. I've been into fish all my life, whether it's fishing this way or having fish in aquariums. In fact, I even used to own a pet store. I had more aquariums than what I ever wanted to see again. And I have one at home now that has 2 fish that one of my kids gave me. Oh, he gave me the 2 fish. I had the aquarium. I was going to tear it down and sell it. But he moved and said, I don't have room for this, Dad. Can you watch this for me? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take care of you for this. So now I have fish in my aquarium again. You'd think them carp would start biting on that corn. There ain't nobody in here. Well, there's one person. Looks like I got maybe 5 likes. Thanks for hanging in there with me, whoever it is. I know my rods are white, but they look pink to me. Because my eyes are all messed up. Matter of fact, the ground looks pink too. Can't believe the doctor said, no, you can't do nothing until 2 o'clock. I'm like, watch me. You don't need to be driving. Your eyes are dilated. I don't care. I'm going fishing. I ain't giving up that easy just because you dilate my eyes. But the good news is, doctor says there's nothing wrong with my eyes. Except for I can't see. I need glasses. But no bad stuff. So I think I'm going to try Zinni to get eyeglasses this time. I usually just get them from Walmart, but I'm going to try something different. Different's good. And to be honest, I don't talk a whole lot. So for me to go through all this for this long, it's kind of hard on me because, for one, I don't know what to say. For two, I'm just not a big talker. I like to aggravate. Don't get me wrong. I will aggravate the crap out of you. But I think that's just part of my generation. like today's generation, they sit there on their phone and you can sit across the table from each other and you got to text in order to talk. Never got into the TikTok thing either. But I did learn that if you have hot babes, cute animals, and babies in your video, you'll get millions of views. I don't have any of those. I have fish in my fish tank. Don't need a hot babe because she'll keep me from fishing. And babies, my babies are done. They're all grown up. So too late for me for that part. I don't want to go through that again. I love my kids, but I'm at the age that I don't want to ever have to worry about that again. I don't want to be 70 when my kids are 20. So anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it quits. Nothing's going on. I'm going to sit here and I'll still fish. But it's kind of a trial run. I think that was Stacy. I'm not sure. Well, I can't see you guys, but hey, I appreciate you for popping in. I wish I could see your comments. I don't think I'll even be able to see them at home and when I try to rewatch it. But, you know, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming in. Stacy, if that was you, which I think it was, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to do this again, but it's probably going to have to be at night or when I find a different way to be able to watch the video and keep up with the comments. So thank you all for tuning in to your fun fishing adventures. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Thanks.